Mantagasni ka arhuatri naibing arhajar san hagasni kut jong tamasa ka thok katar ka pule ka dangle ka tip kum ka literary festival arhajar arhusan u Jamling Norgay khun jong Tenzing Norgay bula kiunong yau syntai lum mangasang Mount Everest house nem khandai spa san pholai lawan bani shimata hagane ka tamasa hanongba shlong hagajingwan jong u hagasin ka banongkong hagane ka jala mekhlaya u Jamling habakran higlat thai kubor mantagasni le tho ba ukpa jong u Tenzing Norgay ulalong banongkong nai khun banriu ban kiew house syntai lum jong u lum mangasang kaba latip kum Mount Everest house nem khandai spa san pholai Barban poi shagathong la pyrshang ban kiew ndru sin ndru wat hadu ban poi shakane ki jingjob tong ni ngap uneu khun udan ayu ban kren ban yathu yak jing hak ba kiew yaw ne lum.
My father was the first man to climb Mount Everest along with Sir Everet in 1953. Back in 1953, we were basically going into the unknown. No one had ever been up on the mountain before. So he had gone up there on this mountain. He had tried to climb this mountain 6 times before. Since 1935, and he finally made it in 1953. So almost 20-something years, he tried to climb this mountain. And just 1 year before, in 1952, with the Swiss, he had gone up. And he reached about 450 meters from the summit. But they had to turn back because of some bad weather and some issues with the equipment. And he was with this Swiss climbing team, with his partner, who's Romain Lambert. And at the time you realized that if they wanted to, they could have made it to the summit of Mount Everest with no problem at all. But they probably would not have come back alive. And one of the reasons that they made the decision is thinking ahead, knowing that you can always go back and climb. And I think that's a very good lesson that people need to learn today. In today's world, people just go and push a lot, and without thinking, and then you start having problems. So it should be a good lesson for everyone that to always come back and regroup and become stronger and then conquer your mountain. My book's title is Touching My Father's Story. I wrote this in 2001. It is basically about my journey on my climb of Mount Everest. From my childhood, how I was focused on climbing this mountain, but it's also more about my father's journey. I talk about my father's journey at the same time while I'm climbing this mountain, and it relates a lot about the Sherpas, put the Sherpas out, the Sherpas' traditions, the beliefs, and I wanted to intertwine all the stories together. Because there's so many books written on Mount Everest, climbing Everest by, Western climbers, but not many books written by Sherpas. And my father was one of the first, Sherpa to write a book, co-authored by another, writer, James Ullman. But his book was Tiger of the Stones back, and I was the second Sherpa to actually write a book about our climb. And as I mentioned earlier, there was not many books written about by the Sherpas, and mostly written by the Westerners, and the Westerners wrote about the climb, their experience, and it's only about them. I did this, I did that, I climbed here, I climbed this, and more about their story, but nothing reflection, no reflection about the mountain, or the spirituality of the mountains, our beliefs. So I thought it was important to write this and give more knowledge to the world. Because climbing this mountain was one of the greatest experiences I've had in my life. It was also one of the most dangerous experiences we had. During our climb, we experienced the worst disaster in the mountain's history, with almost 14 people dying on the mountain that year. Not so many people had never died on the mountain. 9 people died in one night. But despite that, people died. We helped with the rescue to bring back the dozens of survivors that were still high up on the mountain, brought them back to base camp. And while everyone packed up and left the mountain, not to climb the mountain again, our team, who was making the IMAX film, we had the A team on the mountain, the best team on the mountain. We decided we were going to go and climb this mountain no matter what. and we knew that we were going to turn around when we had to. So that is the decision we made, and we went up on the mountain. And when we climbed the mountain, we had the whole mountain. I think commercialization of mountaineering is not good. You know, it puts a lot of weight on the environment. You know, on the mountain, pollution, it increases the number of pollution if it's not controlled. And right now, Mount Everest and all the Himalayan regions is not controlled by the Nepalese government. I'm very sad to see that because pristine, beautiful mountains are want to clean. But where humans go, the more humans go, the more waste there is. Not only garbage, you know, there's left of the issues with human waste. Now thousands of people go. That's a big problem. So I certainly hope that the Nepalese government will, you know, look into some solution to solve this problem of overcrowding of mountainous regions all over the Himalayas. My suggestion to anyone who wants to go and climb mountains or start trekking, you know, is I give you a thumbs up. If you're even thinking about it, I give you a thumbs up. Go ahead and do it. It's a very good thought. But start slow. Start slow. Start training. Start training at home instead of taking your car somewhere, walk, taking the lift, take the stairs, and exercise. Just think more about your physical health, physical activities, increase your physical activities, and your fitness level. And then start approaching and start doing smaller climbs and then smaller treks around your neighborhood. If you live in Shillong, go explore the caves and the beautiful hills over here. Do some walks and start that way. And slowly you work your way. Initiated by the tourism ministry of Shillong, of Meghalaya, and Literary Fest. This is, I believe, the fifth, and it's fifth year. And this is my first time here. We have lots of great authors, filmmakers that are participating, and I think it is a privilege for the people of Shillong, to Meghalaya, to come and attend these festivals because you will not get opportunities to meet and hear, such great writers. Right? I mean, you travel, you write. I think when you write, you should write more about your experience with the culture and the people. Let the world know who the people are, not only about the trails and the views, but write about your experience with the native people. I think that's more important.